Welcome to Dateline Schools, a presentation of the St. Clair County Regional Educational Service Agency with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're learning about the new Capac virtual education program. To tell us all about it, my special guest is the director of the program from Capac Middle School, Principal Matt Drake. And Matt, anytime we start talking about online classes and that, we know that's going to have an impact on the regular staff teaching between the four walls here. How is that impacting your staff?
It really is. It's a standalone program, and there are opportunities, and then there probably are some disadvantages from a traditional classroom teacher's standpoint. On the opportunity side, the state law requires that each individual online student, virtual student, has a mentor, and we've hired our mentor out of our school district. So we have a current employee who is picking up extra money for being a mentor to that student. The online classes also provide a teacher for that student who's a content specialist and who's highly qualified. So they have an extra web of protection, not just from their teacher online, but there is a person here at Capac who is responsible for working with them. Biggest concern, teachers and school personnel might say, well, students are going to drop out of our traditional program to go into the virtual program. We really haven't seen that to date. We do have a couple kids that were students that elected to do their school virtually instead of coming in, but a lot of them had extenuating circumstances. They weren't just the run-of-the-mill student that comes and attends our classes every day. We also have some virtual students who are taking classes from our seated instructors. So we have students that are we call them blended because they're some virtual, some live classes. We have students taking French at the high school from a live Capac teacher. We have students in the band program both at the middle school and at the high school who are virtual students. So our hope would be, in my mind, the perfect world would be students who can kind of pick and choose. You take your classes at the public school that you really need to take with an instructor to get feedback immediately, to get help immediately, and then the ones that you're the master of the domain in mathematics, I could do that one virtually and maybe go home from school at lunch and have a part-time job, or help out on the farm, or whatever the case may be. We have students that fit into all of those categories that are going virtual.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.